Hey everybody, welcome to the new show. It's the old admin point of view show, but renamed with an addition of Northeast Picker, of course, as explained last Wednesday night, and we changed the name to Sunday Night Live. Yes, it's a little spin-off of Saturday Night Live, but they don't get the Picker Boys like we do.
Yep.
So hopefully you like the new name of the show, and it's going to be basically the same. We're going to talk about different topics and that we each think are worth talking about to you. And if you have any topics you want us to cover, don't be afraid to ask the questions and comments to get our attention. You know how, or at least if you don't, if you're new and you don't know, please put question with the question marks before and after your question, or you can just do cat like question and do it that way. We will catch as best as we can. So, how's it been going for you, Chris?
It was actually pretty good. After watching Golden Finger Picker's show the other night, I got my mojo back and started listening again. I was in a slump there after coming back from my honeymoon. Couldn't find my motivation, we'll say. So yeah, I mean it's been going pretty good these last couple days. Got some stuff listed. Sold some stuff locally. So yeah, not bad. How about you? What's going on new with you?
Well, as you know, we were doing some research. We've been doing. You're doing your hangouts during the day for work. So we did. Me and the wife were trying to start looking at some of our patterns, and we ended up making a sale at. Well, today it sold, but it was a orchid. I can't pronounce the name of it. Orchid
with an EA at the end of it.
What?
Orchid with the EA at the end of it.
Okay, it's orchid with the EA at the end of it. How do you want to pronounce that? And it was a teapot, stitch, cross stitch. That. So we were told that it was going for $6 to $10, and we sold it for $10 shipped. So it's going out tomorrow. Now we part of our topics for one of our topics tonight is Facebook groups. So,
Alrighty.
you want to do some shout outs, Chris?
Yeah, let's see. I can see Ange in there. Hi, Ange. I can see Dawn. I see there's Thrift Daddy, John, and Joe, and Dustin. I know is in there. So Ellie, Flipping. Welcome all. Thank you for coming and joining us on this wonderful Sunday night. I'm glad you're here, and hopefully you'll enjoy the show tonight.
And if you are new, please let us know so we can know how you found us. You may not be part of the group. You might be a follower of me, or may subscribe to Chris, and he happened to mention it. But I don't think he's done any new videos yet.
No, Golden Finger Picker, yeah. Guys, that's the guy I said that helped me get my motivation back with his wonderful show the other night. So go over to his channel if you're not subscribed and show him some love.
And I see Brian, a.k.a. Albatross, is saying, shout out for the squirrels.
Oh, good Lord. Here goes the squirrels again. Where's a squirrel?
Yeah. Hey, Brian, how many times we got to tell you? This is not Monday nights. You don't have to try to distract us with squirrels like you can with Dusty and Danica. Well, you're welcome, Whitman. I did have the show for a while. I did have my wife's personal issues going on. That's why I didn't have the show for a year. Yeah. Well, really, I mean, a month feels like a year. The way I'm talking right now. But I want to give some time for more people to come in before we get into the topics. So you're welcome. We do have a Wednesday night show also. And hopefully next week we won't have as big of a draw for competition as we did last week since Chad was elsewhere.
I wanted to let you all know if I get a little distracted tonight, I'm sorry. As of yesterday, I don't smoke anymore, and I cut back on my caffeine intake. So bear with me, people.
Yes, and he's also not feeling so well, so he'll get better as we go along here. Well, do you want to start with your first topic since we knew have one of our topics are the same?
Go ahead and read the topic, and I'll talk about it.
Well, the first topic I had was when we covered this way back in January when it first happened, but there were still people complaining about it, so I figured we'd hit it again. The shipping rates were going up, and then somebody did a post picturing of the price for the priority mailboxes of a large going for $18.75. My thought is, why complain? It's part of doing business. You got to adapt, or as some people say, perish. So, what are your thoughts, Chris?
We all know in this business that shipping is going to be one of our expenses. It's not going to go down. We all know that. I don't believe post office will ever lower rates. So it's just a bullet that we have to take. And, if you print your labels and stuff off of eBay, like I do, you get that little bit of a discount. So it's just the price of doing business. You can't list something online and not have to pay your fees and not have to pay for shipping. So.
Yeah, and my question I was going to ask, but I didn't ask, was what are you doing at the post office?
Hey, well, here's the thing. Up until recently, I used to take all my packages to the post office.
Yeah, but my point is that most people know or have been told about the printing at home. So, I mean, they may be like you, they may not have had a printer, or they might have a printer to do the printing at home.
Oh,
but
no, I'm not.
To complain is a little.
I'm not talking about getting my labels printed at the post office. I was talking about dropping my packages off. Now I pretty much have a pretty cool mail lady. So she, oh, good Lord, Brian, really had to mention that. But I have a pretty cool mail lady now, and she takes care of me pretty good. So she picks them up.
Georgina Suarez agrees. She said, that's like complaining about gas. Are you going to walk? And of course, Brian answered, yes, I walk. And yeah, that's what my name is, why I have my name Walking Picker, because I don't have a vehicle or a license. So I do walk or take a bus everywhere that I go to when I go picking. So.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, you may not always ship things through the post office. I learned recently that, FedEx and UPS too are good for shipping too. I was concentrating on just post office until I've watched some videos and found out that, you can get some pretty good rates with FedEx and stuff. So, hey.
See, Ted, you're rubbing off. We give them credit where it's due.
Yeah, and hey, you all know I'm new and I'm still learning, so it takes me time.
And as Dwayne said, he's just stopping for a quick hello. At least
hey, Dwayne.
Late. And okay, what was your topic?
I don't remember. Hold on. Go ahead with your next one. I have to look at it real quick. It's on my clipboard on my.
Well, my second one was from what one post said. I have not verified this, but supposedly on the phone they verified this. That PayPal is ending the ship now part of their shipping. Supposedly it was only supposed to be there to help us when there was a problem of some sort. So it wasn't supposed to be used all the time, apparently. So I don't know what the implications of it are going to be or anything like that.
I don't use. I mean, I can't say that I've printed labels off of the PayPal at all. All my stuff is usually sold on eBay, and I usually sell it, print my labels off there. So that's what I do. I can't say what other people's business models are.
Well, I know, like just recent, like with our sale from today, we had to do the printout from PayPal because it wasn't an eBay sale. So I don't know. I mean, we didn't go through the ship now to do it, so I don't know, like where the cutoff is going to be. Because I'm sure PayPal's always going to have shipping. It's just I don't know what they brought the ship note now in for. Because I didn't even know about it until somebody said it in one of the groups a while back. So.
All right. Oh, and I figured out what my topic was. It was a post that I had seen earlier, and no, it's not fox squirrels either. Brian, it was somebody had opened up. They had gotten a return for an electric item, a radio or something, CD player, and it had been pried open. What I have learned to do was take a lot of pictures. If I'm going to put electrics on, take a lot of pictures, even of where the screws go. That way you have the evidence on your eBay that eBay can look back at it and see that, hey, this wasn't in this condition when they listed it. So, and when you get it back, I know people that have taken videos or taken pictures of them doing the unboxing. So, and that's just my thoughts on that. What do you think, Chris?
I know that I don't do a lot of electronics because of the belief and the knowledge that, especially vintage, or depending on exactly what vintage you're looking at, are high-end scam areas. So I personally don't have the money to back up if something happens in that regard. So I haven't really ventured into that. The furthest I've gotten is into that reel-to-reel that I told you about that everybody knows about. That I figured I'd take a chance with last year or whatever it was when Chad was talking about those. So, and I see Chad asked about a question about my topic. He was asking about if they still have multi-order shipping on PayPal. They did when I last just checked it. So I don't know when we just printed it out tonight, it was there. So I can't guarantee. That's why I said, based on his post, I didn't do the due diligence that I should have done to verify it, but I wasn't sure on how to actually verify it without Googling it. Because he said he got it from one of the reps on the phone himself.
All right. Another thing I wanted to talk about, Chris, was I'm seeing a lot of people wondering about promotions and stuff on eBay for free listings and them wanting to wait until they get the promotions for the free listings. My thing on that is, if I don't have the free listings, I'm still going to list. I can afford the 30 cents to list. So, I mean, I just see a lot of people asking about how often does eBay give out promotions, and they're used to getting them every month. I don't know what it's going to be like now that they have changed some stuff for this new seller oriented eBay. So
I don't know either. That's why, like, we were talking about this before, and that's part of one of my topics too. So that's the one I think we both had the same idea on. But my thought was that, and granted, my situation is different, but I still say what I'm saying because it's the right belief in my eyes. Why let 30 cents, 20 cents, depending on what store you're at, stop you from making money? You're going to make dollars if you're only spending 30 cents on a listing. So you sell something for $20, there's your 30 cents plus back. Your fee is paid for. And in certain cases, they were doing a promo. I don't know if it still happens when you do an auction or some other topics on things. If your item sold, you get your fee back. anyway, so it's not like you're paying for the fee.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't see my idea is why should I leave 30 cents hold me from making, I'll go with Chad, 30 cents from making me hold up $1, you know? So I'm not, I'm not going to let that happen to me. If I can't spend the 30 cents to list my item, I got to seriously look at my business. And should I be doing this if I can't afford that?
Okay, to go back a little bit to your first topic about the pictures.
Yes.
Terry Vintage says having photos of all the details of an item has won her cases on eBay. The more expensive the item, the more photo details she takes. Remember, when calling eBay, tell the rep to look at the photo in your listing. That shows the customer is lying.
Yep, exactly. And what I was saying was, photos. Don't learn the hard way not to take enough photos. So, yeah.
And I saw something earlier from Joni that said that I should have the wife on one of these nights. She's not the camera type of person, so trust me, we've tried. She's gone into a couple of private hangouts when I first started with Chad and whatnot, but otherwise she's not the type to put herself out there. So I know Chris had mentioned it earlier too. He's like, we never see Roxy on camera. Well, there's a reason.
Yep. Anybody have any questions on anything so far that we've covered, that we've gone over? I mean, I know you have a few more topics that you want to discuss, Chris. So
yeah, well, I'm looking. That's why I'm trying to see, and that's why I was looking at the comments, because I want to read some of the comments, because I know that a lot of smart. I admit it. Some people that have more experience in selling on me than I do, so I want to at least verbalize what they're writing so it gets out there for people. Like Cherry mentions again, said, "Yep, if you are trying to sell full time, save money from every sale to reinvest by buying a monthly subscription to buy a store. Once you have a profitable store, and then it goes from there. It would wait. Once you have a profitable store covering listing fees, etc., it won't be a problem." So, and apparently there's going to be a listing challenge. How ironic, we were talking about that between ourselves yesterday. A challenge between Thrifty Treasures and Texas Gal. We're going to have a talk with them and see if they want to come on and show together. Have a Texas two-step.
There you go.
Well, we already had Margaret on. We haven't had Tanya on yet, so it'd be a nice change. I'm still not seeing any more questions. I think Joni started with 20 listings tonight. So good for her.
Awesome, Joni. Keep it up.
There's a challenge. I guess they're going somewhere Saturday, so Luder has to drive Saturday. So
okay. There is
there's a question from Denise. Yes, I have a question. Why is eBay implementing UPC codes? And if I choose does not apply, will that have a negative effect in search results? Denise, the UPC is for new stuff, not closed. The reason it's for, they're trying to be a little bit like Amazon. So we all know most buyers don't go by UPC codes, but they're wanting it to link into Google and Bing and whatever else uses the UPC codes. So they are trying to improve what comes up, because sometimes when you type in what you're looking for, you get 10,000 different things. So you want to answer that before I read Cherry Finch's answer, unless you want to read it?
Okay, and this is what I was going to say with Cherry Vintage. She took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, it does not apply. Does not affect the search results. UPMC codes, yes, they make it easier for shoppers that are, say you're Googling an item and you go to shop under Google, and it makes it easier for them to bring up that item. So to me, I think the UPC code, will help you sell your stuff. It won't hurt you if you don't have it, I don't believe, but I think it would probably help you.
Yeah, so you have to, if you don't know it, make sure to use do not apply. Because like Chad said, if you don't do that, especially starting May 1st, they're going to pull listings. So you want to keep your listings up. You don't want to have to keep fighting with them to get it back up.
Wait a minute. So Chad, if it's if you put do not apply, they won't pull it, right?
Right. Like he just said, do it to all unless you have UPC. Meaning do not apply on all listings unless you have the UPC.
Okay.
Even some
All
of the
right.
old UPC, when you type it in Amazon, the same product doesn't come up. So it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard to do that for the UPC when even on Amazon, who's known for it beforehand, isn't pulling all the right items up.
All right. I understand now. I understand now. Thank you, Chad, for straightening.
Richie, Tanya, you can look at it if you have some of them that are similar, and they all have the similar UPC code, but I don't know if you're into that type of stuff.
Thank you, Chad, for straightening out that for me. I really appreciate that.
And if there's no other questions, I know this is another one that we've covered before, or at least I have in the past. The starting Facebook groups for selling. There was somebody that was thinking about doing one for a not local group. And I said there are already a lot of them out there like that. And you also don't want to, it's going to be hard to build because I do have a selling group. I only have like 130 people in it. And I have mine for the USA. So it's not like I'm trying to not go local. I just say local. So, and they're still talking about their other idea. So, Chad said, by the way, eBay catalog is so far from being remotely ready to go. So,
I believe that. Because if you scan UPC codes, a lot of the times, like when I try to scan it with my phone, a lot of the times it'll say no product available. And then you just type it in and look for it and you'll find it. So, yeah, I have to agree with Chad that their catalog is not that close to being completed.
okay, let's see. What are your thoughts on the Facebook groups? I know you do a lot of local offer up and Facebook selling lately.
Yeah, I do a lot in the Facebook flea market groups and the offer up. Now, I wouldn't even dream of starting my own selling group on Facebook for the simple fact of I don't believe that I would get too many people to even follow the page. There are so many of those out there. So that's something I stay away from. But I do sell locally on offer up and I sell locally on the Facebook flea market sites.
Okay, Flipping Easy, I think is answering somebody else's question that we missed. She said, if you can maintain at least 100 and have a sell-through at least 3 to 4%, then yes, get at least basic store. I think she was answering Dustin's question, which I didn't see Dustin's question.
Yeah. I didn't either. All right. What is next there, Chris?
Next for me is altering flat rate boxes and envelopes. No, do not do it. Do not ask if you can do it. Please don't do it. There was a person that showed a picture of them cutting off part of the flat rate envelope to make it neater or something to that effect. And then that had ask if it was okay. And we already know you can't do it to flat priority flat rate, but you can do it to regular priority mail boxes and envelopes. So not much you can really say about that, but unless you want to expound on what I just said.
I don't use a lot of I haven't anyways used a lot of what they call I guess they call them Franken boxes, but I don't know. But a lot of my stuff that I sell, I'm able to put in the flat rate boxes, but so I really can't even say about cutting up a priority mailbox. I just know that the post office doesn't like it.
Yeah, I'm reading some of the comments because they're still talking about the stores and Chad saying how that stores have more to offer and that they should promote eBay stores as they did many years ago.
Yeah, Chad would probably know about that. You know, I'm not as old as he is, so I don't know how they did with promoting the stores back then. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, you gotta be careful. How close to Chad's age, yeah? He's only a couple years older than me.
Okay.
He's older than me, so
All right.
literally a couple years. I'm only 41. Remember that?
Yeah. He's more than a couple years older than you, though.
No, he's only about 4 years older than me.
Okay. Okay, Chris. I want to. Yeah, you guys are. Jeez, Golden, Chad. What I wanted to touch on, I had a discussion with the reseller the other night, and they're in this. I'm finding out in this business. At least I see in the groups a lot of it, that a lot of people feel entitlement as resellers. To me, I don't have no entitlement. If I want something, I need to work for it. And I see in some groups where people will post something and say, can anybody give me information on this? And then when you ask them about, hey, what research have you done? Okay, they get all testy and say, they come back at you, and get all mad because you asked them what research they have done before they're bringing it to the group. Don't get me wrong, because I know there are a lot of help in these groups. But I have found that you need to do your own research first, too. And if you can't find it, that's fine. Come to the group, and find out from people that maybe know it. But at least do a little bit of research first, or do a little bit of the footwork, as I call it, first before bringing it to a group. Because the simple fact is the people that are helping us new people, they have done their work, okay? They have done all the research for their products and stuff like that. And yeah, they could be a help, but at least do a little bit of research.
Okay, just to go back a little bit onto our flat rate boxes part. Cherry Vincent says flat rate boxes are good if it saves customer money. If it doesn't, and the seller is just using FR boxes because they don't want to weigh on the scale, they will be losing sales to their competition. I agree with that. I mean, I have flat rate. I know a lot of my stuff are priority only because we used to do calculated, and then people started saying, well, get away from doing calculated, and I started listening instead of doing my own thing. I keep trying to jump and try different things instead of figuring out what works for us.
Oh, yeah, and she's right. Cherry is right. And that's why I have been trying to get away from as much as the flat rates as I could. But I do still, I have my scale, and I still weigh stuff, even though you're allowed up to 70 pounds in a flat rate box, but I weigh stuff and see how much it weighs, and will it be cheaper for me to send it another way. And I've been doing that. I mean, it hasn't been long, but since the beginning of the year, I started doing that.
By the way, we've been told we're going a little too fast for our topics. Well, we weren't told, but comment by Chad. They aren't moving a lot. The comments aren't moving as fast as we are.
Yeah. And I know, and I'm not trying to rush through a show. I love seeing all you people. I just don't want to leave any questions out there. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, and I'm glad you know what makes me happy is seeing all these people in the group that are actually, talking about, different ideas and stuff like that. The thing with, Cherry Vintage talking about the weighing the boxes and stuff, because it's good that we have people in our room that can actually, in our chat, they can actually add to the conversation and add to their knowledge, so to say.
Just like Chad responded saying that the flat rates are best for him from a price range. So that's why it says it's right on everything that's going on. And I see Ronnie has walked into the house.
Hey, Ronnie. How's vacation? No, wait, no, you just went away. That was Pete that's on vacation.
Well, Ronnie went away. That's why there was he's out of town. That's why there's no Pickers Church to it. And by the way, we're getting a little added pressure. If you notice, somebody said, make it good. He's not watching his show, and I know what his show is.
Yeah. I'm not going to act like a zombie, so if that's what you're hoping for, on this show, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, see, Ronnie went on a one-day vacation.
Nothing wrong with that. What was the saying the other day on a show that I watched live was work hard, play hard, or work hard, play harder. So, yeah. There you go.
Joe made a comment, Panico made a comment, was off yesterday, and I noticed he's not using his business name again. I was off yesterday when I had USPS scan in the box, and it cost another 35 cents. Glad I make them check. I mean, he was off his weight, even though he had a scale at home.
Yeah. Anybody that is going to watch this after the fact and not watching it live, I do believe that Ronnie just made an announcement. The Pickers Church is changing to Tuesday nights. Is that correct, Ronnie?
That's what he's posted in the chat, so I guess.
So,
and Berta Bell says the reason she does flat rate is because the tracking is figured in insurance and home pickup. So.
Oh, that's true, and that was why I used a lot of, I was always using the flat rate boxes because at least I had tracking and insurance.
And Ronnie says yes, they are moving to Tuesdays because his wife wants her Sundays, and as you know, as he always says, happy wife, happy life.
Exactly, that's it. Happy wife, happy life. Why you think I just got married? The wife's happy. Nah, I got married because I wanted to and I loved her. I wanted to go back to this whole, and I don't want to upset anybody. I wanted to go back to this whole entitlement thing, if you don't mind, Chris.
I don't mind. I was just trying to get into let them know that we were reading their comments and paying attention.
Yeah, I'm not trying by any means to, say anything bad towards people, I guess, that do this. What I'm saying is that for me, if I wouldn't have did a little bit of research before I couldn't find something, I wouldn't feel that I'd be working for myself. I would feel that I'd be working for somebody like a Chad Pagel, a Walking Picker, a Ronnie Hart, because they're the ones that are doing the work for me if I'm not doing my own type of work too. I mean, it's okay to come to and post in the groups if you are stuck on something, okay, and if you've done your due diligence on that item before bringing it to the group. That's just the way I feel. And there you go. I mean, that people get sick of the entitlement issues, and the it's not it's not paid content in these groups. All right, you're not paying for anything. If I came to a group and I had a picture of these scissors, okay, and I say in the group, what are these scissors for? And I didn't go and do a Google search, or I didn't go and do my due diligence trying to find out what these scissors are for. Why do I deserve to sell these and make the money? Shouldn't the person that's going to do all the work for me make the money? So that's just my feelings.
Well, you've heard me talk about it before. With I also, because of our situation here, I do give back in a more way that way, because it still helps me keep my brain active in what's going on and stuff like that when I'm not able to list. So it keeps me always up to date on what's new and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
with the shows, I need to know what I'm talking about, or have somebody on that's smarter than me.
Yeah. Let me add something in there. Ronnie had said, the one that he only let use him these days is his wife. I would hope, Ronnie. I would hope. But, I'm not saying that nobody's going to answer people's questions, okay? As long as you've shown that you have done the research, okay? You have done a little bit of work. I'm sure lots of people don't mind helping you as long as you put in a little bit of work for it. That would be like going to work, clocking in, and sitting on your butt in the break room for your whole 8-hour shift. Is your boss going to want to pay you? No.
Let's see. Dustin is thanking Ronnie for answering one of his questions. He actually put a question in when he was at one of the resellers at a store about clothing. So, this is Chad's comment. I'm not necessarily going to want to reread that one. Not that it's bad, but I understand what he's saying about it. Let's see.
I hope he just didn't call me a coattail rider.
No, I think he's talking about the people that use others. Like Ronnie was saying, the only one he'll use him is his wife. Jerry, it's kind of hard to figure out who is the entitled people right away until after a while.
Ronnie, wait a second. Wait a second here. Ronnie just said he made Chad. Did you break the mold?
Well, they made each other.
Please tell me you broke the mold, Ronnie. Please tell me. Hey, Mr. Sadie. Good to see you, man. What's up, Bubs?
Hey, Mr. Sadie. Thanks for showing up. Well, yeah. I'm not seeing any other questions except for one by Joe asking, what is this interview with a vampire with Ronnie?
Could be. I mean, oh, good Lord. Now they're fighting about who's bigger. Okay,
my last thing that I have, and we're not going into deep detail about this, and I'm going to preface this by saying, as Chris said, do your due diligence on before you list stuff. Learn the international laws for selling items. Like, we don't want any of our viewers going to jail in another country for selling something that was not supposed to be in that country. And I'm basing this on a post from in the group about someone sold fluoride toothpaste to a buyer in Thailand, and it's illegal in Thailand. So What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
Here's the thing. I'm not a lawyer. And when it comes to international shipping laws, I'm not customs. I'm not nothing. So, I mean, if they use the global shipping program, yeah, there's mistakes made. But I really can't add to it because, like I said, I don't know what the shipping laws are. It goes back to researching, hey, type in this. Can I put this on eBay as an international order? What countries is it outlawed in?
And Chad says do GSP and you don't need to worry about it. Hate to tell you, Chad, on the post she said it went through GSP. So in reality, I think eBay should have been able to catch it.
And that's what I was thinking too. Ronnie, it depends on where you want to ship it to. As long as it's not coming nowhere near Pennsylvania, we're good, buddy. No. As Ronnie goes on the FBI's watch list now.
And so you can count it can go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chad's right. Each country is different. I don't know if fluoride is allowed in Egypt. I don't know that.
I know, Chad, you got to look it up because there are certain clothing that's not allowed in Italy. So I don't think Ronnie's going to be shipping to Italy if he doesn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So
You've been there, they know you. That's pretty bad, Ronnie. But and this is I want to say something. It's nice to see the involvement in the room and all the friendliness. So
yeah, we're up to almost 35 viewers. So
good, guys. I just want to remind you, if you like it, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to Chris's channel, subscribe to it. Hopefully, we bring a lot of good content. I know by no means am I going to be as good as the A team that is on Friday nights and I guess Tuesday nights now. But I can say I've learned a lot from them, from watching their shows, from talking with them. So, yeah.
And just so you know, the Albatross Brian says that guns and crossbows are not allowed in Australia. So if you want to sell something to Australia, make sure it's not a gun or a crossbow.
Yeah, common sense is. I'm not even saying that because then the FBI will watch me, Brian. Yeah, I don't know if.
I know Deb does her show Tuesday mornings.
Yes, Tuesday mornings.
I think it's Tuesdays and or Thursday mornings.
That's another shout out I want to give to Deb. Deb has helped me with some stuff. So if you guys aren't, I'm pretty sure you're all regulars in here. I haven't seen really anybody new come into the show tonight. So go subscribe. I was going to do a little video this week, and it didn't upload. So hopefully, I can get it to upload. It just, YouTube was giving me issues. Wi-Fi was giving me issues. So yeah, I have to connect direct into the internet. So.
And I know this is a joke. Mr. Sadie says, "Don't sell yourself short. I don't even watch those old guys."
Thanks, Mr. Sadie. I feel the love. I feel the love.
And actually, there was one more topic that we found at the end, and I don't know if we really decided if we were going to talk about it. Do you remember what it was, that post? I can't remember offhand because actually typing on it when it reminded me it was time to start the show.
Okay, it was let me look here real quick.
For the eBay app that they wanted to find the pricing, how to figure out how to price something.
Yeah, I had seen about somebody using an app and then asking, how do I find out how to price something? Okay. Um, Common sense. You take what it sold for, average price, and what you want to make on it. You know, bing, bang, done.
You saw I submitted two different apps that can help for the Android phone. The salescalc.com, which has help with eBay, Amazon, it takes care of PayPal for you. It may not, and it tells you depending what kind of profit you want to make. It will tell you what you have to price your item at to get that profit.
Yeah.
And I was told that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You want the price to. Yeah.
I want to comment. Tanya said Picker Boys with the question mark. Yeah, it's Picker Boys because we're a lot younger than the other guys that are on the other nights. I'm not going to say old men. I promise.
And not only that, if you notice the names, Tanya, Walking Picker, Northeast Picker. We both ended with the name Picker, and we're both men. So I figured I'd have a little bit of fun. That's what the show's name's going to be new. Sunday Night Live with the Picker Boys.
Yeah. So, any other questions, guys? Oh, Ronnie, now. Hey, wait a second. I haven't even.
Well,
Ronnie, I haven't.
Say something. Ronnie's actually about the same age as you, so he can't.
Yeah, Ronnie, I haven't even took off my hat, so they don't know I'm bald. So come on.
Hey, Ronnie, I already know you're younger than me, and so is Chris. No, not like a boy. And I hope you guys do like the name, at least the Sunday Night Live part. We don't necessarily have to put the wick with the picking boys.
How old am I? Ronnie, I'll be 40 in June. So yeah.
And I'll be 42 in June. So.
There's a question.
Yeah, you must have watched the race today.
Dustin, yes, I watched some of the race. But I was busy doing work too, so. And it was funny that you said that because Chris had asked me, hey, you know, when they have night races, what's going to come first? NASCAR or I'm 39 too, Ronnie, but what's going to come first, NASCAR or the show? And like I told him, funny, Tanya, but what's going to come first is the show because I had the philosophy, work before play. So there it is. But I did watch some of the race today.
Well, happy pre-birthday, Joni.
Joni, we can sing happy birthday to you. I don't think you'll like the way I sound singing. I don't think you'll like the way I sound singing, but you know.
And Chad said that you look older with the hat. That's why.
Nah, okay. All right. All righty. But happy birthday, Joni. Give you a little shout out there. Let me guess, Joni. You will be 22 tomorrow, right?
Flipping Easy said they're doing levels instead of years.
Ah, nice.
So, are there any other questions or topics that you'd like our ideas on? Since we got through our topics, I know we went a little fast, but
Wait. Do people your age still celebrate birthdays, Chad? You said your birthday's tomorrow.
I think he's trying to trick us into saying happy birthday to him.
Yeah, he doesn't get it enough in the group where people wish him a happy birthday every day.
Yeah, or happy anniversary.
Yeah.
See, there it comes. Now they're all going to say happy birthday to Chad in the chat.
I lied. Wow.
Yeah, see, Joni, you admitted it. Your birthday's every other week, according to Facebook chat.
Yep. I guess Facebook wants him to celebrate all the time. Just think if he had lobster and steak every time it was his birthday, holy cow.
Imagine if we went into a restaurant and they had a birthday. Next day he went in, they said, "It wasn't your birthday. You had it yesterday." Well, according to Facebook, it's my birthday.
Mm. All right, no more questions. And oh, Brian, that was mean. But happy birthday once again, Joni. Happy birthday, and you know, hopefully you go and pick on your birthday. So, oh, I want to say something. As you all know, I was on my honeymoon, and my wife, gave me the talk that please try not to pick while you're on your honeymoon. Well, I can't say I picked for resale, but I did pick our wonderful friend there, Chad, up a present that is getting mailed to him. So, I didn't pick for myself though. How do I deal with an irate customer? I really haven't had an irate customer. I guess I'm lucky, Chad. If I get an irate customer, I guess I'll just hang up on them. No. I guess I'm just going to give a refund. Chris, can you take that?
Yeah, I haven't had an irate customer in a while. That was like I don't even know how many years ago. Actually, I had two of them. One was back when I was doing the drop shipping thing, which was stupid at the time. But as what you get for not having YouTube around at the time to earn. But what happened is I had a Marilyn Monroe item that was getting drop shipped, and the buyer found it for cheaper somewhere else. I'm assuming either the supplier had it for cheaper on eBay or somebody else, and it had already been shipped, and they wanted me to cancel the order. And this is before eBay was allowing you to cancel orders and not get dinged or anything like that. So I'm like, sorry, it's already out. It's coming from our supplier. I can't stop it. So I don't know. I didn't get a ding from it. I know that. I only had one negative, and that was from the second person that I forget what it was sold, and it was because of whatever happened that I didn't go sell on eBay for a year, and I decided to stay. That's when I started trying Bonanza, thinking, okay, I'm gonna try this for a while, and then after the year, my defects fell off. I'm like, okay, now I can go back to eBay. Not that I was worried about it much, but the fact that he was telling eBay one thing and PayPal another, and me a third thing when we talked on the phone. One time it's I'll pay you, next time it's I won't pay you, next time I want it back. I don't want that, or I want my money back. It's like, which is it? You want it or you don't? So
Okay. I've only had to issue one refund, and that was because a glass thing broke even after a glass canister, even after packing with tons and tons of bubble wrap, making sure it didn't move. Somehow it still got broke. So I did offer the refund. I didn't let her get irate on me. So yeah. Dustin had a question. Did you see that, Chris?
yeah, well, countering buy it offer some buy it now. I have on a couple of my items. I have buy it on the best offers, but I haven't gotten an offer. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. One time I did get an offer. I accepted it. They paid, and then they realized that they misread the title and gave it. They said the wrong size, so they wanted a refund. I gave them a refund, and they still gave me a positive because they said right in it, buyer mistake, refunded, great seller.
Mm. How often do we counteroffer? I counteroffer maybe twice on a lot of stuff, but there has been times that I've gotten such a low ball offer that I just let it rot. So I don't counteroffer on it.
Cherry says auto decline is a good thing. Set it to decline by a penny, your rock bottom price. Customers like to know if they bought an item or now immediately. So I've done that. I've done the best offer when I've done it. I have had cancel and the lowest I'll take type of thing. Like I'll give it $1 in between that. Like I think I had one time I did not have an item that had 20 best for best offer, and had it for 25 or something like that. And then the lowest I'd take is 14, figuring instead of saying within the $5 range of 15 and 20 to see if that would work. But I don't get that many offers on my items, even when I have them at $18, and I just want to get my money back out of them.
All right. I also wanted to say tonight, if you guys have any topics that you want to see on a show, whether it be a show, our Sunday show, or the Wednesday show, let us know. You know, you can get a hold of me or Chris, and we'll do just about any topic as long as it's not illegal or immoral. Because I don't sell illegal or immoral, so I don't want to really talk about it.
And I'm sure I could speak for Chad and Ronnie and Pete with the same basic detail. We could, as Chad says a lot of times, as content creators, it's hard for us to come up with topics that don't get rehashed every week. That's part of why I did this. We're doing this show because everybody asks certain questions. And if they're not the same questions, we can at least answer them on video. And when somebody else has that question, we can plop the video in front of them and say, "Watch and learn."
Yeah.
And we have done posts, and I can speak for Chad in this regard too. I've done posts, Chad's done posts to see if there are topics that somebody wants to do. I know certain watchers like Coco and others stay away from the groups, but even if it's just pop in, just say, "This is what I would like you to talk about." Then we'll have something to at least think about for a week or two, depending on our schedule, how our schedule is for the shows. As everybody knows, if you don't know, next Wednesday, we are having Lisa B on. She is a new YouTuber / reseller. She's been selling off and on, but she's been more serious in the last couple of years. So, as you know, I like to bring some new people, new fresh blood into the groups that I chose to get people to know them and help each other learn from and build the community that way. So I hope we see you on Wednesday night. I'm not ending the show, just giving a little plug for the Wednesday night.
Are you up for a after show tonight, Chris?
I'm okay with it, but that's if they want to have one. And I guess Chad just said the dislike I had was gone, so I wonder who put it off. Since he's one that's noticing it's gone. Chad?
I must have acted more of a zombie tonight than I thought.
And Chris, I want to admit, I'm going to say this publicly, you are a lot calmer than you were on Wednesday night.
Thanks.
So, do you see any more last minute questions? Until I know we're at the hour mark.
No last minute questions. What I want to reiterate is don't be an entitlement junkie, people. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, join us for the after show. And
Chad, I know, I was only joking with you. He says he never puts up dislikes.
Yeah, I know.
And Mr. Sadie said organization and supplies would be a good topic.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to talk about that because that's what I'm in the middle of doing right now, Mr. Sadie, is organization.
The Wednesday after this Wednesday. the first Wednesday of March.
I thought it was. Wait,
No.
I don't know. Chat, it's the chicken because the chicken has to lay the egg, isn't it? I don't know. Hey,
Denise, thanks for having being in. I see we had a
Well-
couple of people that are saying
Link will be in.
in for the after show. So, and Dustin, the after show that this week was in there even before 40 minutes before the show started. It was there 2 hours before the show started. So,
Yeah. Joe, is the link going to be in here? Yes. It'll be on here for the after show.
right, I will put the link here and in both the Reseller Society and my National Resellers Advice Group. That way, if you can't get in on this one, or if you didn't get to catch it and you still like doing a live hangout or a hangout anyway, well, maybe we'll turn it into a working hangout. Never know. Doubt it, but so with that being talked about, you want to say any last things before we say goodnight, Chris?
No, thank you for all for coming. Thank you for the wonderful support. I know I'm new at this. Give me some time, and hopefully, I have something to offer to people. Thanks again, people, and hope to see you all on the hangout.
And I will see you soon, and we'll see you Wednesday. And if you watch this after the fact, please do as we said. Even if you want to leave comments for topics on the video itself, we'll take those into consideration as well. So, see you in the hangout, and if you're not coming, have a good night.